What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Adventures in Minecraft. This is episode 15, I believe. 15 episodes in. Someone recently said to me that I should include a world download in the video description. And to you, my friend, I say soon, very soon. However, do I have Silk Touch? Yes, I do. Somewhat I want to start work on here. There will be a world download link in the video description in the near future. However, as of present, there isn't one, simply because I don't feel it's sufficient. Like, personally, I don't feel as if I'm as far into the Let's Play, if you will, or far enough to have a download link or require one. Basically, I don't feel as if I've done enough in the world so far. So, as you know, as to an answer to your question, my friend, I don't have one at the moment, I suppose. No, there definitely will be a download link in the near future. Maybe episode 25, since that's a quarter of the way to 100, and possibly what I'm aiming for in terms of figures with the overall episode length. Just to get prepared somewhat, a little underprepared, yeah. Possibly 100 episodes in this series if I ever get there, and I guess we can take some of these items and then use that for the rest. So I've got a little bit of an idea that I want to start work on. I suppose it's something that I was watching. Buttons. How do you? I forgot how to make buttons. I don't have. Well, I do have wood, but not the. No, don't even bother making a pun out of that, please. Thank you. So yeah, like I was saying, to get a bit. Oh, that's how you do. To get a bit sidetracked. Apparently, you have to have stone, so I'll use wooden buttons instead. So yeah, possibly 100 episodes in this series. Possibly a world download starting at episode 25, depending on how much I do or don't get done in between the episodes. You know, I'm continuously working on the world when I'm not playing or recording, so that's the answer to your question. Also, there was another question with, do I want to do a multiplayer Let's Play series or play with some of you as subscribers? And that is something I've considered, but to be honest, if I was going to play on a server, I'd want something like Minecraft. Okay, basically a private whitelisted server of any kind that's run by someone that I know, and that is, you know, just the basis that you're not going to go onto a random server and just play and waste a few hours and stuff. I mean, it's always good to get to know the people that are watching your content and stuff, but I'd rather how do I say this? I'd rather have continuing growth, you know, rather than just, you know, building up something such as this world, rather than just doing it in one go and then losing it altogether. So, those two questions answered. On with the episode. Please don't ask me where that come from. So, I was watching Etho recently, Etho's Lab, and an earlier episode of his Let's Play. Apparently I don't have enough buttons. I need one more button. So yeah, I was watching an episode of his earlier Let's Plays, and to be honest, it was quite intriguing in certain things that he did with inventions, and or I guess I can just put them up. So this is effectively a storage idea. I thought I couldn't put nothing in there then. So I mean, as you can see, it's quite compact. It doesn't rely on redstone, and just to test that this works, yep, you could do. I guess I could also use pressure plates. You know, there's not really much difference apart from the. That might be a possible bug. So when you press a button next to, how about if both of them? Definite possibility. So I think the behaviour in dispensers has changed a little, but I just wanted to, I guess I can use that as storage for now. I just wanted to put this out there as somewhat of a storage area design, because you know, you guys know who've been keeping up with the series, and the grass has already grown, excellent, that I've been changing this area quite a bit recently, and there's still a significant amount of work to do, but this is something that I want to work on. I'll probably touch upon it more in a future episode and probably get to work on some design ideas. You know, I'll play around in the creative world in between this episode, and I'll probably introduce this in the next 2 episodes possibly. I've got some videos that I've got in the works at the moment, probably, you know, a little bit of special videos, so to speak, and I've also got an announcement to be made on my channel soon enough. However, it's not quite finished. It's a little bit of a project that I'm still working on, hence why it's not completely finished and ready to be released or talked about yet. I've only just started working on it, in all truth, because of the, you know, I reached 1,000 subscribers, and pardon me, I was sitting down on my computer thinking, you know, in all honesty, with the 1,000 subscriber video that I did, I wasn't completely happy with the way that it turned out. Now, I originally planned to do somewhat of a series with the episodes. Basically, I wanted to record, you know, I did the world tour. The world tour was always the I removed the wrong one. The world tour was always the original idea, and was always going to be what I wanted to do with regards to the 1,000 special. I'd pretty much decided, pardon me, I'd pretty much decided beforehand that I was going to do some kind of world tour, and unfortunately I haven't been able to find my very first world, you know, the first ever Minecraft world that I played. I started playing Minecraft, I believe, back in beta 1.2. So, I mean, and back then I was playing on a modded client, or a modded Minecraft launcher, so therefore the file systems, or, you know, file types were different from what was being supported by Mojang at the time, you know, and of course there's been different world file types in between. You've had to convert your worlds if you've been playing even Minecraft for that long. You know, I've had to convert my worlds possibly a couple of times, you know, because there's been new biomes introduced, or new world save structures, or so on and so forth. So that's not going to be completely final. So yeah, you know, I couldn't find the very first world, and you know, stuff's changed in between. There's been a lot of how do I put this? Like I say, a lot of changes. And originally, like I said, I was going to do a series somewhat of the Let's Play, and basically just make it so that there was one episode or one area per episode, and that way, let's get down to 16. Is that enough? 64. Oh my. Failing at crafting. So yeah, there was going to be one episode, one area per episode. Try and get my words out here. I'm losing somewhat of focus. It's fairly sunny outside, and it's to the point where my screen is near my bedroom window, and therefore, you know, trying to keep focus or even being able to see what I'm doing on the screen is becoming somewhat a little bit more difficult, because my screen or my curtains even don't really block out the sun, so it's a bit of a pain in the human behind, or the behind in general, so to speak. So yeah, one area per episode, and that's what I was going to do originally. And like I said, I've got a couple of ideas that I want to start putting into play, a couple of series. But the problem is with the series that I've got planned is I've had it planned for a long time. Although, you know, between the time that I started recording this series and the time that, you know, to now, from the beginning till now, so January I believe was the beginning entirely of this series. That was the very first time that I ever made an Adventures in Minecraft, late January of 2013 this year. So between that time and now, I've learned a lot about the way that series are run, and the way that series are managed. You know, series is really, it's a tongue twister, but the way that you should run the series, and you know, to keep episodes up and keep to a time schedule, and not have to tell your subscribers that they won't be able to watch an episode tonight because you couldn't record on a certain day at a certain time. And that's why, interestingly enough, you know, I don't mind sharing this information with you guys. Episodes 13, 14 and 15 were all recorded in one sitting, and that kind of backfired in many ways. I quite like how that looks, I must admit. I might keep that. Like I say, we'll play around with it possibly in a bit. I don't really like the way that this. If I do half slabs, I'll put all the half slabs back, didn't I? I'm trying to think how it would look. Oh, there's 64 there. The only problem with this though is that half slabs significantly increase the overall, you know, the overall height and stuff. Very professional. The overall, I don't know how to put it. It takes a lot longer to get down basically by just using half slabs. I guess we could dig this out and make them all into half slabs. We're probably gonna have to dig a bit of the ceiling out, so to speak, and see how that turns out. You know, this is why I changed the area up in the base to stairs, simply because it was taking way too much space up, and with stairs they're a lot more compact, so to speak, and don't require possibly half as much, you know, in terms of space. So like I was saying, series probably drifted off the topic more times than I don't like the way that it's going to go way down and all the way. No, definitely changing that back to stairs. Takes up way too much space. So like I was saying with series, what was I saying? Yeah, I've had a couple of series plans, you know, a couple of series ideas or content ideas in general over the past few months, and the only problem is there's been too many videos on the market, or you know, in the Minecraft community recently that are similar, I guess, so to the ideas. And this isn't me, you know. Usually, I wouldn't be too fond, pardon me, on putting a series together, a brand new series, and trying to break it in and get you guys to watch it on a continual basis, you know. Let me just clear my throat here, sorry. Sorry about that. So yeah, like I was saying, on a continual basis, you know, and this links back to what or even links back to what I was talking about with regards to the series and the way that series should be run. It's very much important that you pre-record certain episodes, and a bit of block lag there. So it's very important that you pre-record episodes and make sure that you've got enough of them in the pipeline to make sure that your viewers have got a continual content source or uploads, you know, because like I do very much with you guys, and I'm basically going against my own advice in saying this, but you know, like I do with you guys, sorry about that. So like I was saying, like I do with you guys, there's only so many episodes that I record, you know, and especially with this one, there's only a set amount of hard drive space that I can record to, I guess, and this is becoming a problem recently, or even is a current problem, you know, running out of hard drive space while recording, because I'm let me see if it makes a difference what block I use. You know, when I'm recording videos, I'm writing them. You know, when an episode records, basically the data, the episode read and writes to the hard drive, and it takes up, you know, I count it as a process. If you've ever done anything computing related, you'll kind of understand where I'm getting at. But so basically, episodes record, you know, to the hard drive, and I'm having problems with space. There's a lot of, or a lack of even, space, and you know, it's kind of showing now when I try and record episodes, especially with the recent, the way that I'm trying to record episodes recently. There's no, I'm not going to be able to do cobblestone around the average. I'm having to sacrifice recently a lot of cobblestone usage. Originally I wanted it to be cobblestone and slabs, and then grass, and then lights, but apparently recently that's not doable. 1, 2, and then I'll have grass on either side. Do I have? Yes, the silted pitch. So I've been doing a lot of enchanting recently, you know. The one thing that I'm noticing about enchantments is that you tend to get the same enchantment quite a lot, and it's kind of frustrating, I guess. You know, because zombie spawners are the fastest way at the moment that I can get XP. So, you know, therefore, you still have to stand at the spawner and grind XP and so on and so forth. So, I've been doing a fair amount lately, and it's only been, God knows how many, you know, 1 in every inch, so many enchants that I've actually got a half decent enchant and been able to use. So I guess this area is looking pretty clear now, guys. I'm going to take a quick break and do a little cutaway as I usually do. Like I say, I definitely like the look of these, although the the problem with the button next to it spitting out the item next to it is definitely an issue. I'm going to have to mess around with that and see what the problem is, or why dispensers behave in that. I mean, surely the button on the dispenser should only spit out items from that dispenser, so to speak. So I guess we'll work on that. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be with you in just a minute. What's going on, guys? I would usually say what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the second part of the video. I've chosen to include some footage of the what would have been the second part of the video, just while I explain what's going on and talk to you for just a moment. Basically, I made a few mistakes while recording this episode. I'm not going to point too many of them out. I was a little unprepared, which is unfortunate, because this episode was actually the most time that I've had to record one in quite some time. Like I say, I'm not going to point them out. So, like I say, just a few highlights and cuts here and there from what would have been the second episode. Nothing too great. Unfortunately, the main mistake that I made was recording the game audio and commentary. Recording them wasn't a mistake, but when it comes to editing and trying to sync them together, it was a bit of an issue. Basically, I was unable to sync the audio together because of the way that I recorded it. You know, usually I would start at the menu, press a button, say something, and I'd use that as a reference in the video. But I didn't do that for some reason while recording this episode, and therefore I couldn't sync the audio together because there was no other way of doing it. So, apologies for that, guys. Like I say, you know, it's a bit of a shorter video for today, but pretty much all I can sum up from what I remember of the original commentary for this was I've got a few projects in the works that I can't really talk about them at the moment because it would be spoiling it, and it wouldn't be as quote unquote exciting for me to release them to my channel. But hopefully you guys will enjoy them when I release them, and it will bring a fresh air of content to my channel, you know, and enable a change from what I'm currently doing, you know, with my channel and the videos that I produce. So all I can say, guys, is thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and sorry about the editing mistakes and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's it really. So thank you for watching. Thank you for continually supporting my channel and the series and stuff. And sorry for the editing fails, I guess. So as always, have a good day.